Welcome to the home of English and the seventh and the last part of English grammar session, active and passive voice. So far, we have learned voice, to be forms, hints and rules for making passive voice. In the last class, we discussed 30 typical questions. In this lesson also, let's discuss 30 more questions. Please watch all the previous lessons in the playlist of the home of English. Subscribe and press the bell icon to get all updates and upcoming lessons. Let's start. Active voice and passive voice practice exercise. Question number 31. In the last class we had discussed 30 questions. This is the 31st. The servant annoyed the master. The servant annoyed the master. Here the object is the master. So in the passive, the subject is the master. The master was annoyed with the servant. Note that here we are not using by. We use with as the preposition with the verb annoyed. Annoyed with the servant. Next, his behavior surprised everyone. His behavior surprised everyone. Everyone was surprised at his behavior. Surprised at. At is the preposition used, not by here. These are the exceptional cases where we use different prepositions instead of by. His insolence has annoyed the teacher. The teacher has been annoyed at his insolence. Here the auxiliary verb is has. It's a perfect tense. So we use been as a to be form. So the teacher has been annoyed at his insolence. Not by his insolence. Annoyed at. Their jokes disgusted me. Their jokes disgusted me. I was disgusted at their jokes. Here again, disgusted at their jokes. Material life always disgusts him. Material life always disgusts him. He is always disgusted with material life. Here the preposition with is used with disgusted for things. Material life. He is always disgusted with material life. 36th. Arnav is to help his sister. Here it is to infinitive. So when there is to infinitive, the to be form is be. Arnav's sister is to be helped, followed by V3 form of help. To be helped by him. So that is a case of to infinitive. One more. She has to distribute sweets. Again, to infinitive. So we will use to plus be plus V3 form of the verb. Distributed. To be distributed. Sweets is plural, so we use have. Sweets have to be distributed by her. Next, they saw the police chasing a terrorist. They saw the police chasing a terrorist. Here there are two objects, the police and a terrorist. We can make passive using both these objects. First, we take a terrorist. A terrorist was seen being chased. When there is ing form or gerund, we use being as the to be form. Seen being chased by the police. The police were seen chasing the terrorist. The police were seen chasing the terrorist. Both are right. Here police is used as the individuals in the police. So we use the plural. It is used in the plural sense. If the police is used in a sense of single entity, then we use was, singular verb. So the police were seen chasing the terrorist. She was to write a book on animals. She was to write a book on animals. Here again, to write is the to infinitive. So we use to plus be plus V3 form of write, that is written, to be written. A book on animals, that is object, was to be written by her. They found him helping the poor. Here also there are two objects, him, that is he, and the poor. First we take he. He was found helping the poor. That is right. Again, the poor. The poor were found being helped by him. The poor were found being helped by him. Both are right. Whenever there are two objects in the same sentence, we can make passive using any of the objects. What are you listening to? An interrogative sentence. What are you listening to? What is being listened to by you? Listening to, the preposition must be used in the passive as well. What is being listened to by you? They were searching for the lost book. They were searching for the lost book. The object is the lost book. The lost book was being, it is a ing form, so we use being as the to be form, was being searched for by them, searched for. Here also preposition is used in the passive as well. Searching, searched for by them. The government cannot dispense with computers. The government cannot dispense with computers. Computers is the object. Computers cannot be dispensed with. Dispense with becomes dispensed with by the government. I have never heard of such an accident. I have never heard of such an accident. Such an accident has never been heard of. Has never been heard of. When it is perfect tense, we use been as the to be form. Such an accident has never been heard of. All his friends will laugh at him. He will be laughed at by all his friends. I made him write a letter. I made him write a letter. Here, the verb made. In the hints and rules, we had learnt when the words let, bid, make, help, feel, see, watch, hear, etc. comes. These are used with direct infinitives, that is, without to. It is only write, not to write. I made him to write a letter is wrong. Here we should use direct infinitive, that is, without to. I made him write a letter in the active. In the active and in the passive, but we need to use to infinitive, except let. In the case of let, in both passive and active voice, we don't use to infinitive, only direct infinitive. Direct infinitive. He was made to write a letter by me. Here in the passive, we have to use to write. He was made to write a letter by me. She let me stay in her home. She let me stay. Here, no to. In the case of let, in the passive also, there is no to. I was let stay in her home. I was let stay in her home. Here V3 form of let is let itself. See, its three forms are root form is let, past form is let, and past participle, that is V3 form. Both V1, V2 and V3 all are let only. Next, she bade me leave the room. Here the verb bade doesn't take to infinitive. Direct infinitive is taken. Leave the room. I was bidden to leave the room by her. But in the passive we use to leave. I was bidden to leave the room by her. Here also bid is the V1, bade is the V2 and bidden is the V3 form. Next, the heard her sing a song. The heard her sing a song. She was heard to sing a song by them. Here also the verb here comes. So in the passive we should use to infinitive, but in the active only direct infinitive. No to. She was heard to sing a song by them. I saw him go. So here also direct infinitive. No to with go. I saw him go. But in the passive we need to use to go. He was seen to go by me. Obey your teacher. Here it is an imperative sentence with an object. Obey your teacher. Your teacher should be obeyed. When there is object, we use should be. Your teacher should be obeyed. Do it as early as possible. It is the object. It should be done as early as possible. Do not go out. Here it is an imperative sentence without object. So we had seen it in the previous lessons that when imperative sentences are coming with an object and without object, then how we make passive voice. Here there is no object, so we use you are ordered not to go out, and this also right, you are forbidden to go out. You are ordered not to go out, you are forbidden to go out. Both are right. Prevent him from going out. Prevent him from going out. He should be prevented from going out. Please enter by this door. Again, an imperative sentence, it's a request. You are requested to enter by this door. Let me sleep here. An imperative sentence with let, and there is no object. So we use I may be allowed to sleep here. Let them watch the match. They may be allowed to watch the match. Let us not hurt anybody. Let us not hurt anybody. Nobody should be hurt by us. That is a passive form. Let us watch TV. Let us watch TV. TV should be watched by us. Let us go now. Here there is no objective. Let us go. There is no object. So we use it is suggested. When there is an imperative sentence starting with let and without object, then we use it is suggested that we should go now. So these are the practice exercises in this lesson. So here ends our session, active and passive voice. We discussed the hints and rules, to be forms and practice exercises. You may revise once or twice the entire lesson. Subscribe and press the bell icon to get all updates and upcoming lessons. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.